This is the pre-intro.
For Liège.
We filmed Liège when the weather was lovely because we figured the city was worth it, and you'll agree with us after watching this video. But this is a couple of months later, actually, 2 months later.
No, not
and
even.
yeah, the weather has changed quite drastically. So if you're wondering how we went from this kind of weather to sunny all of a sudden, it's the magic of video. Enjoy. It's so sunny, folks. I brought my coffee because we had to leave early today. And when I say we, I mean I, because Joep is still at home, because again, I'm driving past his house and we are going to cheat on you. We told you we'd do Maastricht part 3 by now, but no, we're going to Liège, or Luik as they say it in Flemish. An awesome city in Belgium, which is very grungy and atmospheric, but also really pretty at the same time. I'm very prepared. I got my huge zoom lens because there's many different things to photograph there. I got tons of batteries. There's way more in the seat here. We're so ready for Liège. Here we come.
Ho, ho, ho. Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Where are we going?
Is that all? I already told the people we're going to Liège because the weather's awesome, so we lied to them again.
I actually knew this because I
It was your idea.
Going to Luik today. Because it's perfect. It's the last day of summer. Feels a bit like spring actually,
so
because there's winter in the air already. But hey, I'm in shorts and that's always a good thing.
I'm not, and I may be sorry.
Now we planned a tour that we did several times by now, but it's just the best tour to visit Luik. So we're gonna do that. We by now discovered some highlights, food and cultural wise, so we're gonna just check them all. Welcome to Belgium!
Still be having pizza though. Whenever Dutch people go on a holiday, this is the moment they realize this is not the Netherlands anymore. It's ridiculous how different it gets as soon as you cross the border. We have hills that are actual hills. We have old tunnels.
And dirt.
And narrow roads. It's actually awesome. I really like this.
Yeah.
Next to us is the Meuse, by the way, but you can't see it because there's... Oh, can you see it here? Look at that! Behind the truck! Hello, River Meuse! We are following you by car today.
This is the canal.
This is not the canal. It says Meuse on the map right here.
Okay.
Ah! Rue de l'Abattoir.
Head southwest on Quai du Barbu, N610 toward Boulevard de la Constitution.
Oh my god, the pronunciation is painful and I can't go left here, I just realized. This is one way. Can we park here? Is it free already here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just choose whatever you like.
I think this is an exit, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. No?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no... not allowed to park.
Let's not park here then. It's not as clear as it would be in the Netherlands, but we'll figure it out.
Check out the scales on this boy.
Arrivé
en Liège.
Aha!
Let's go!
Hello. Bienvenue à Liège. On the side of the River Meuse. I think we parked at exactly the same boat last time. Let's go. So we're looking at the skyline of the city there, and we're seeing all of these things that we've seen before at a different angle. Because I have no sense of direction, and Joep is probably just forgetful. So we're like, oh wait, we're already seeing things that we've seen before. It's a city full of surprises. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers all over again. Many times during this walk. It's a bike ramp viewpoint. Maybe we should have a look. It's very wobbly.
I think it's the most wobbly
This is
side of
definitely the most wobbly bridge we've been on anyway with all this. We're at the start of our walk and I just said to you, it's funny how part of this city looks French, part of it looks Belgium, part of it looks Spanish.
And part looks Maastricht, but that's me.
That's just you. You're not from Maastricht, Joep. You're gonna have
Cool
to...
thing here is, by the way, just sorry to interrupt you, Stan,
Yeah, sure.
but you can actually walk in the Maas underneath all the bridges. That's so cool.
In the Maas.
Yeah.
If shit goes wrong, you will walk in the
Kinda.
Maas, yeah. No, but you're right, there's like this little pathway here where you can walk and be one with the Maas once again. I'm not gonna soak my head in it this time. The weather doesn't really call for that.
Would be a cool video.
Again, this is the perfect weather for Liège though, isn't it? Protestant church in the middle of a suburban area, city area. Anyway, this is actually a house now, it's not a church anymore. It says so on there, 1817 till 1932. This was still a church. It's the Palais des Congrès. It's a congress center in Liège. And you got some modern skyline elements here and some beautiful plant life. All of the flags gives this spot a very international feel. Because it is, honestly. Obviously next to a hotel, because that's what you need with a congress center. As you can see, we're in the more economical, businessy part of the city now, but not for long, because we're going to
the park in Meuse. That's really beautiful. Last time when we were here, there was like a Floriade something.
flower arrangement thing.
It was flower art. That's gone, unfortunately, but we have sun now.
Definitely a walk of bridges again. Now, wobble will not be a thing with these stone bridges.
I hope.
It's break or not break. We have some technical difficulties here with Joep's shoes. Are you gonna make it?
Fixed.
In the distance there is Liège-Guillemets station, and they have temporarily turned it into a piece of art, which it already was because Caladravas made it or designed it. It's awesome. And they put colors in it, and Joep has been there and was not impressed. We'll be going there later. I'm curious what my impression will be. We still don't have smell-o-vision, but Joep just said it smells of burnt butter, and I added and cement. So that's how it smells here: burnt butter and cement. You can't make this up. It's kind of nice. I think they're making pancakes? Badly. It's weird how some buildings are sort of objectively pretty, but somehow not that interesting. Joep and I both agreed and almost walked by without showing you. We are not interested in that old building. When you're in Maastricht, you're happy to find one trash can, let alone two. When you're in Liège,
Of
however...
10,000.
My goodness! I don't want to call this city trash, but that is definitely... they are ready for something.
There's a festival within 2 days. It's the Day of the French Unity or something like that. And it's a French-speaking part of Belgium, as we told you earlier. So I think there's a festival about to happen.
So we just entered something that said, this is private terrain, please obey the rules. And I'm like, the rules of this terrain, or are you trying to tell us we shouldn't be here? But it is a very nice area. It even has a little island in the middle of the Maas. And this is about as close as we're going to get to the river. So we decided to take a stroll here.
There's a beach club here. Usually in summer people are canoeing here and surfing. Very
Wakeboarding.
New Orleans-ish establishment.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's a really small Roman temple. Welcome in Liège.
Still walking this private terrain. Someone said hi and no one sent us away, so I guess we're good. The man too has arrived. Shall we walk to the end of this?
Yes?
Let's go. Remember how Joep doesn't like heights or water or narrow things around water? Well, we are pretty much in the River Maas and he has conquered his fears and is still taking photos here, so I think he's cool. This promenade feels very southern European with the apartments on the left and the underpass, river on the right. This could be Italy, this could be Spain, but no, it's Liège. Last time we looked into this church, or whatever it may be, and turns out it's mostly closed, but it looks very cool on the inside. So are we gonna see if we can enter this time, or?
Let's check it out.
So we don't even have to go there. There's a massive sign saying it's only open on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's a Monday. And everything is 10 times better in Maastricht, apparently. I'm not sure if I agree. I truly enjoy this place.
This bridge, called Pont de Franier, the Franier Bridge, it dates back to 1905. There was the World Expo here in Liège, and that's the reason that they built it. It survived the First World War, but it was quite damaged in the Second World War. Why? Because the Belgians decided to blow up their own bridge to... Hey, shut up! To save the city center of Liège.
Did they save the center?
I don't know. But yeah.
So the sign there, near the building, is sort of a spoiler for our upcoming walks. That's all towns on the side of the River Meuse, which we will be attending. Wow!
Yeah. Now we will go to Guillemets, Gare TGV, en route.
En route, he says, and walks a different way. There's clearly still building works going on here. They are working hard on making this city even more awesome. Construction, rather, you're right, actually. So we're supposed to pass underneath the railroad tracks, but I guess not. No.
We just have to survive a little bit, so we're going.
Let's see if we can not get ourselves killed. And that's how we got ourselves stuck. So we thought we could actually walk there.
Back to the Batmobile.
Back to the Batmobile. This is where I was supposed to be. There was no clear way of getting there, so we just survival.
Be careful.
Yep. We're approaching the station and I can see the colours, and indeed it is somewhat underwhelming. It looks more modern and more spaceshipy if it's just white. That said, this is unique. They are usually not there, so we're gonna capture them and maybe get back one day and capture without the colours. Make a short out of it or something. But Joep has already been here and he was like, no. What Joep thinks is the issue, and I think I'm gonna have to agree with that. It's a bit too organized. If it was all of the separate squares colored, it would have been pretty cool, but it's lines, and that just makes it look like an 80s sports cap instead of a spaceship. It's still a cool building, but it's not really what it should be. It's a good thing we have some signs, because that's definitely not the way to get to the station now. So this apparently is. Joep is already walking ahead. Even though I don't think the station improved with the colors, the reflections on the ground are absolutely awesome. Even the pigeons like them. And what do pigeons know about reflections? What do pigeons know about reflections? Welcome to the spaceship, with still very old-fashioned trains. I may be liking it a bit more than I thought. There's something to it now that the sun is out. Lift to the scaffold. It's right there, mate. Press harder. Still, now it went beep and still nothing happens. Hello? Belgian elevator is Belgian? Welcome to the belly of the beast.
Belly of the feast of light.
We are the feast when we're in the belly of the beast, aren't we? So they always show you the outside of the station, but the inside's at least just as interesting, because where the outside is very angular and modern, the inside looks like the inside of a whale. It's super organic with round shapes.
Pinocchio.
Why Pinocchio? That's not Pinocchio. He doesn't end up in a whale.
Geppetto does.
Oh, he does. Does he? In my best French, which is all of 5 words, I managed to order un petit pain de fromage and an orange juice, so I think I did alright. Joep, you happy with your Schweppes?
Ashrim.
He is so schweppy. So last time we had a lovely beer in this park, but it turns out it's also an event square, because currently there's some fair either setting up or breaking up. He's tightening, so I guess he's setting up. And
Setting up.
we're not sure. Yeah, we're not sure if we can find our beer now. But one way to find out, let's move between the trucks and trailers to where we hope the beer will be. Joep and I just found that we have an agreement in life. We have a few. This is one of them. We both really don't care for these fair things. But well, we got to get through it to get to where we want to be.
Hello.
Is that a feature or a bug? It's a lovely spot for a fair, but that's also the issue. Because it's also a lovely spot for not a fair.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. It's a huge fair. We've been walking this for quite some minutes now. Our beer spot, our favorite...
Oh, it's open.
It's open, good. Our favorite courtier spot has been somewhat engulfed by the fair, so...
Oh,
Ooh,
so nice.
it smells of good food here.
Cooking fresh food. Usually this is the recap moment of a video, but this is only the beginning, boys and girls.
We deserve 2 beers today because it's a long day with a long walk.
At least.
And I just had a good lunch, so here
Cheers.
we go. Cheers to one of the best beers.
Oh, there's a good story to this, by the way.
Are you going to tell us that here, or are you going to tell us that during the walk? We pretty much got a guided tour here from one of the people taking care of this place, so we have a thing or two to tell you when we get outside, but it's a bit respectless to have whole stories in an amazing church like this one. It is something to behold, this one.
Made me hungry though. It dates back to 1500s when it was a Gothic church, and they built it in 25 years. What's impressive, it's massive inside.
So big.
The foundation, the Roman church that was here before, it dates back to 1000, not 1000. Oh no, 1000, like 1000.
I think it was like 1005 or so. So it's 1000 and just a bit, yeah.
The special thing, and also the worrying thing about this church is it doesn't have any pillars from the outside. Usually they have
support beams, support pillars.
Support bears, steunberen.
That's what you call it in Dutch, yeah.
And it actually prevents the church from doing this.
Yep.
And they recently discovered some sand on the church floors inside.
Yeah, in the 70s, he said.
And they were like a little bit concerned, and they did some measurements, and they discovered that the church actually was falling a little bit outside, so it tearing up the roof. So what they did, they made a iron construction between the roof and the ceiling.
Beams,
yeah. So actually the ceiling now is hanging in this iron. Oh, there's a bee.
No, it's a wasp.
Stan.
Yeah, the cameraman is being attacked by a wasp.
And it's his favorite animal in the nature.
Oh, I'm a professional though. I keep aiming.
So, but they fixed it. But it's special. The guy that gave us the tour, he
loved this place so much.
It wasn't even about religion. We trying to make a donation for reconstructing at least 1 minuscule millimeter of this church. But he said just make a big promo movie in your Tour de Meuse.
So what's this church called again?
Saint-Jacques, the Église Saint-Jacques. So, Jack's church.
It really feels like a cathedral on the inside, but it's a church.
It's a church still. It's beautiful. Let's go to where we actually wanted to go. And that is the Boucheria.
Here we go. This is pretty much Liège in a nutshell. From Gothic church to brutalist flat building. This is such a cool place, man. Onwards. We haven't seen much of this yet. Old city streets, they are there though. Not everything is massive in Liège. There's some small alleyways and streets as well. So here we go again, Victorian buildings with French balconies and that. And for some reason, just in this city, it works. There's another church, which we won't enter because we have just learned that that can take about an hour. And it's getting way later than it should be. And
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Hungry.
Are you hungry? You are not really someone who gets hungry.
No.
There's so many streets that aren't shopping streets in this city that you'd almost forget that there's also a shopping center. And we may have just entered it, but that does mean that we are near Joep's favorite bread roll thingy. I think we just walked through a scene of Harry Potter or something.
It smelled differently.
Oh, it smelled very... I don't know how Harry Potter smells, I have no idea. So you failed.
No sandwich for me.
So he's
You
gonna
have to climb
Yeah,
a lot of stairs.
Definitely you're gonna need
In
some
some
food.
minutes. Plan B.
Anyone who knows this city knows exactly what's coming up, and yes, we're gonna do it. Or at least try. So,
Mission accomplished.
oh yes. In French-ish, English-ish, we managed to get our bread cut in half. Well done, Joep. Well done. Are we gonna eat this walking?
Nope.
Is it me? Or is every visit we do to Liège our best visit to Liège?
It is. It's that city.
It's that kind of city, yeah. We're not done yet though. More and more and more construction. Liège has already improved so much, yet there's still more construction. Somehow. Never ends, but it's only getting better. Does not fly.
For a long time they thought that Liège was founded by the bishops in Maastricht, and they thought that the city dated back to the 700s. But then eventually they found out that there was a Roman villa at exactly this square. It's called Place Saint-Lambert. And Saint Lambert was actually a bishop in Roman times, so hundreds of years before. And he had a house here, and that was actually a place of significance in Roman times. So that's actually the first historical mark that they have that Liège was a city of importance. So it's not the Maastricht bishops, but another bishop that was here some years before. Saint Lambert, this was his house. Now it's crowded by Liègian people, tourists like us, a lot of pigeons, and this beautiful building that Charlemagne used to work in. He had a house on Vrijthof as well. There's now a museum inside there. And he also he died in Aachen. So he was, back in the days, Charles I, Charles the Great actually. He was the first multicultural worker here in this region. Worked in Liège, lived in Maastricht and died in Aachen. We're not going to Aachen, by the way, there's no mass.
It's a cool city.
It's a
though.
good story. Yeah. And a good city.
Well, Joep, are you ready for what's about to happen next?
Let's go to the party.
Let's go to the party. I don't know which party, but that one. We were about to cross the street, but then we found they did think of us. Not for the fat people, but anyone else, even Joep, fits through it just fine. The biggest challenge of this city is well hidden in this alleyway. I keep forgetting it's here, but then all of a sudden you're faced with it. Yep. Every year we get back here, we get older, so what are we doing to ourselves this year? 1, 2, 3, already lost count. And every time you start, every time you think it's gonna be okay, and then you're halfway and you're like, oh my goodness.
Oh, I feel that already. I work in the Bonifante Museum. We talked about that in another video. And if you enter the Bonifante Museum, they made a copy of these stairs with the exact same railing. It's not that high though. We only have 3 stories.
You mean the ones in the museum?
Yeah.
Ah.
But fun fact, and it's good to get some breath because we need.
We only just got started, man. We only just got started. Oh, look at him, the fit boy. Look at him go. He's going to be very sorry about this later on. It's that part of Liège. Please do not spit no more. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I do get that some people may get a slightly dry mouth here. It's an insane amount of steps, and every time you're like, this is okay. We're still fine for now though, aren't we?
Fine.
So quiet here. Oh Lord, he be coming. Oh yeah, that's what you get. This is where it gets mean, because you think you reach the top, and then beyond the bench and the car, there's more awaiting us. You okay, Ayub?
Yes, we're totally fine.
So as I was saying, just when you think you're all there, no. There's a bit of an incline, and then more steps. Because of course there's more steps, right, Ayub? You got this?
More steps and more.
But also more view. Come on, Grandpa. He's 3 months older than I am, you can tell. And then all of a sudden you're in a forest-ish area. Very nice shape, we deserve that. That's the hospital, de la Citadelle. All the way on top of the hill. Doesn't seem like the best spot, but hey.
Rooms with a view.
Rooms with a view, yeah, absolutely. Just a bit slow to get there. Because, you know, ambulances generally don't like taking stairs. But, speaking of the view, are you ready? You was taking a... Well, it's not a swim. This looks more like...
Jesus.
Jesus, okay, in the Maas. There you go. Joep's Jesus in the Maas. Is that what you wanted to go for, yeah? Okie-do.
Okie-do, check.
A view.
That's fat.
The ribbon through the city is, of course, the River Maas. And I have to inform you all, we have different stairs going down. Zigzaggy and surrounded by trees. Then suddenly, a trail. We are hiking now.
And climbing.
And climbing. Yep. This is hard work, but we want to deserve our pizza. It's actually a proper climb, this.
Descent. Coming.
Well, I don't have wheels, so descents are not that much better. Whee! Hey. So right behind us is a square, and I didn't film there because people are really doing their own thing and it wouldn't make sense to aim a camera at them. But it's the most multicultural part of Liège, or at least it feels like it is. People from all over the world are playing ball, making music, listening to music, playing music with their speaker, playing music with their instruments. There's an atmosphere there. You do want to go there, just have a stroll.
If it's not only for the pizzeria.
Oh yeah, because...
That's called Le Pizzeria.
Le Pizzeria? Because that's all... Oh, that's right here. Are we going in now?
No.
Oh, no. The light is heavy in this dusty Liègeois street. It's absolutely awesome. Blinding, but awesome. Time for a GoPro battery change. Last time we were here we realized that that is in no way in the center of the square, which makes it rather hard to take a satisfying photo of, but it's very colorful. After all of those colors, you know what I feel like? Never fails to amaze me how un-Dutch it all is. So close to home. The Southern European vibe is very strong here. Well, there we are in the Pot au lait. No pot. Yeah. So, we got interrupted there. Cheerio. This is great, by the way. Oh my god. Oh, recommend! Recommend!
I'm drinking the bière de moi because I'm not the chauffeur today.
Yep. So he's having the heavy stuff. Well, enjoy.
Stan, what do you think of Luik so far?
So far, it's not the first time I'm here.
But not with a camera.
It may be one of the best cities in the world so far.
Stay tuned for pizza.
That place, this place, that's rock and roll. We need more of this in the world. And this may be the best beer I've ever had.
We need more of that too.
We need more of this too. Holy moly. Joep liked my beer so much that he's got his own version of it, and he did a better job pouring it because he saw me feel. I went 0.0 because, well,
0.0 fucks were given today.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
We had to actively pull ourselves away from the Pot au lait because what an awesome place that is.
I'm checking Google Maps.
Because it's taking us to the pizza. We need to get an ATM though, because I don't think they take card there.
But it's only €7 per pizza. So
Yeah, good old times. Wow, confirm and confirm.
Biljetten verder.
It literally went, do you want a ticket? Confirm with a ticket, confirm without a ticket. Are you alright there? Despite his hunger for pizza, Joep is still seeing cool photos to take. This city never stops giving imagery, does it?
Nope.
We're gonna ignore the fact that this one's still closed, but cheers on another
Cheers
successful
on
day.
pizza.
And the pizza. La pièce de la résistance.
Oui, oui.
Oui?
On y va.
So this is where I didn't film earlier, but it's a bit calmer now. All sorts of stuff is going on, and right now pizza is going on. Joep is gonna Instagram his pizza. I'm gonna eat my pizza. Cheerio.
Bon appetit.
The gentleman there just came up to tell us while we were looking at the river that this river
is older than humanity.
Yep, it was already there when the continent was still one big pancake, as he said. And I actually didn't know that.
So more mass facts while just chilling in the golden hour. No, there's a golden hour.
It's a blue hour.
It's blue hour.
It's blue hour, yeah.
It's becoming nighttime. It's so lovely here.
There's two things we can be sure of. First of all, people from Liège are proud
Really
and friendly.
proud. Yeah.
And second of all, yes, they do speak English.
The crazy thing was, we are almost at our car.
Yeah, the car's actually right.
We walked
there
underneath this
somewhere.
bridge, and two girls walked up to us and said, "Oh, could you make a photo of us?" Because we were both carrying camera. I said, "No, we're not
We're not really portrait
photographers, but we thought, oh, that's awkward." But when we entered the train station, there was a couple of guys chilling, and they looked like a boy band, but still. And I said, "Hey, man, can we pay you to make photos of us?" So I think we come back here with a big pouch, so we can fill with money.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But no, yeah, people are really
Approachable. Very approachable.
That's not really Belgium thing though, but
Well, I guess it's not a Flemish thing. It may be a Wallonian thing.
not even
No, it's definitely a Liège thing.
because it's a French part, and the French are also not.
They really like talking here, and they try really hard to speak English when they figure out that we don't speak French much.
Yeah, it's even worse than my English.
Hey, his French, his English, yes, and so is his
Oh,
Dutch.
French is
But
really good.
your French, un petit peu,
Très bien.
un très petit peu,
No, très beaucoup.
très beaucoup, very much, yes.
Fermé.
We're back in our home country. So, what's our thoughts on Liège?
It treated us good today.
It always does.
Yeah. But we're not always carrying cameras.
That's fair enough. I still think it is one of the most underrated cities of Europe, at least so far. I haven't seen them all yet.
Yeah, it's at least it's a nickname from back in the days. It's called the Furious City.
Curious.
Actually, it's called the Vurige Stad. It's
Oh,
not
the
Furious.
fiery city.
Fiery
city, yeah.
Is that actually?
Yeah, F-I-E-R-Y, yeah.
And it's from an old poem or writing from the Middle Ages, but still, I still feel that. This, this city has a temper.
It has a temper, but it's not a bad temper. It's just it's active. It's lively.
No, it's like Italian has a temper.
Yeah. You are there,
Yeah.
and it is there, and it's a very special place. Loads of culture, loads of cool architecture, loads of grunge, which is not for everyone. It's a city that's never done, so you always have all the building sites and the roadworks and such. But I think that adds to the atmosphere of a city in motion.
I must say that we've been here several times. I think we've been here 4 times
This
by
is
now
4, I think,
together.
yeah.
I've been here recently with my girl, but this is the first time that we were adopted
Yeah,
by its people.
yeah.
We had a lot of chit chat. People approached us and asked
Really
us to
different,
take pictures. We got a tour. There was a guy on the bridge telling us about the origin of the Meuse.
I think it's
It's so un-Belgian.
I think it's us who are doing that. I think it's just us walking around like we are part of the place by now because we are sort of comfortable there now. Yeah, I don't see any other reason. The cameras may have helped.
The city treated us well.
The city did treat us well. Liège
Nice.
is an absolute gem of a place, and we highly suggest you pay it a visit.
And we had the best tour ever because we go there and we always do the same loop.
And then add like 60% of
And a
random
pi-
stuff.
and a pizza meal.
And a pizza. We will obviously put the link to the loop that we walked in the description.
And the 2 bars and the pizza meal.
There you go. So you can do as we did and do as we say. Good night. See you next week.
What he said.
He is turning off the lights. This is so hard when you can't. Oh no, close. Yes. Night. Did it work?
I don't know. Yeah, the bridge exploded. They blew up the bridge, so that worked.
His brain just exploded. So that's, oh, wasps. That's not great.
Smell of
Oh,
big
it
city.
smells bad and we're surrounded by wasps, but yeah.
Mops.
Again, wasps.
Mops?
Mops.
In the 16th century. 16th century.
You want to do that again?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
But most of the weapons that were used in the First World War, no, the
Second?
80-year war.
That's not the same at all, no.
Doe even helemaal nu.
Vooral omdat er een witte Franse achter je staat.
And a good city. It's a stain.
We still have a story.
I still have a story to tell. Tell. Doe even nu.
It's the beer.
Weaponry that is used in the 80 years war. Oh, doe even opnieuw. Ik moet even namelijk denken.
The city reminded us of something.
Back to my story from 20 hours ago. Curtius. Yeah, we are very fond of the beer Curtius. But I found out in my preparation that there's actually a historic background to the name. So I would like to share that with you. A common known thing about Liège is that they had a lot of steel industry here during the years, but it started in the 16th century. Actually, the weaponry that was used, most of the weaponry that was used in the 80 Years' War was produced here in Liège. So that's a cool fun fact. Not if you were living there or being killed by a weapon that was made here, but still. But at the Meuse banks there's a lot of castles that you see in the surrounding. And there were from people that earn a lot of money from that steel production. Now one of that people was Jean de Corte, and he built Palais de Curtius, so the palace of the short Jean. So that's where that name came from, and the name of the beer, and the name of the street. And I'm very short, so it could be my street, because my name is La Rue. La
Which
Rue
is
de
the
Curtius.
street in French. The short street?
Yeah.
The street
So
short.
that actually was a story. We had so many tours of locals that this is the most boring historical fact of the city. But still, good beer, good city, very good people. Back to the Batmobile.
So we arrived. Joep's not leaving the car. I'm not sure what's going on either.
Oh, I'm doing the socials.
He's doing the social. By the way, the music. Hani El Khatib. That was playing in Potolai, and it's awesome. We may actually have to buy that record. So this is gonna get an expense. This is gonna be an expensive walk.
Yes.
Oh, you see, are you sharing the photos of the church roof?
Yes.
It's pretty. Check our Instagram.
How was
Also at Tour de Meuse for all of our photos. Although this is probably a phone photo, but there will be all the camera photos on it. Enjoy. Good night again.
What he said.